Hi, so welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to draw something really very beautiful and a little expressive. So there is no any hard and fast rule, just follow the process and let's get started. So I am starting with a rough sketch first, just basic lines and shapes. I always try to keep my first layer super loose because honestly this stage is not about perfection, it's just about feeling the pose and the flow. If it looks messy, that's fine. It's supposed to be messy, that's the charm of beginnings. So don't worry about that. I am drawing very rough sketches like a girl in a very flowy hair with a loose jacket. And once I have the basic shape, I start refining, slowly defining the face, the proportions, and the little details that give personality. Sometimes I imagine who this character could be. Are they shy, confident, maybe hiding something behind that smile? Like these thoughts help me decide how soft or bold my lines should be. Art for me has always been like a quiet conversation with myself. Every sketch I draw reflects some small part of how I am feeling that day, sometimes peaceful and sometimes uncertain. But that's what makes drawing so real, right? It's not about showing perfection, it's about expressing something that words can't. So, most of my drawings are very artistic and expressive. So here you can see I am defining the strokes and lines to give it more depth. You can also use a different layer and there you can define your lines, right? And also you can clean up your base sketch a little, and I like to take my time here and you should too, because sharpening the jawline, sharpening the eyes, these are so important for your further drawing. So if you are watching this while drawing too, don't rush, let your hand move with intention, let the drawing breathe and see how it's going. So I would say observe this process very carefully and see where I am defining the lines more and where I am shading, so that you can have an idea like how to sketch and how to render. But in this process you have to keep in mind some points, like you only put some shadows in those areas where it's needed, like in the below of nose, corner of lips, because these are dark areas and they need hard shadows. And we put some light shadows in the areas like cheekbones and below hairlines. So these are the few small tips that you should remember. Also in this process you can add some more detailings in hair, in her clothes, because after coloring that details will show, because that layer will be in the upper layer. The most upper layer should be your sketch layer, so that when you put colors in the below layer, your sketch can be seen through your colors and that will create the most beautiful effect. So yeah, you can add as much as little as you can, like I am adding few shadows in her chest and also adding few strokes in her jacket, so that will create more depth in the drawing. And here my sketch is almost ready, just few more details. After that we will adjust its tone, like it's in a reddish brown, but I want it to be more reddish so that my color could be more warm. And after that we will move to the coloring part. So I will start adding some base colors now. I am going with a warm palette today, maybe some soft oranges tone for the skin and a muted tones for the clothes. And after that I will add the color of hair. I'm going with a very brownish kind of shade, so that after adding some dark details, the base colors can be shown over the shadow. And I love coloring because it's my favorite part. It's like the drawing finally starts to come alive, because you can finally see how it could look after it finishes. And honestly, there is no right or wrong way, just balance what feels right to your eyes. And also you can notice here I am using the lasso tool to fill the color, because it also makes your process very easy, like you are filling the colors in those areas especially where you needed it. so you can use it too, and that will make your process so easy. And also it also helps to curate your color. After the base color, I put the warm shadows over the face where it's needed, like in the corner of eyes and in the below of nose. After that, I blend all the colors. I usually keep my brush opacity low. That helps me layer the color slowly, and it's smoother and gives that natural transition. So if you are working digitally, try experimenting with textured brushes too. It adds that handmade charm even in digital art. Like it also gives that texture, like where it's rough and also blended, and it really gives a beautiful texture to your art, and that really creates some 3D effect that gives your art a cool look. I think one of the most peaceful parts of drawing is watching shadows form. It's like you were sculpting light, just a little touch of shadows, a little touch of highlights under the chin, a hint of shadow around the eyes, and suddenly the character looks so real. This is where your patience truly pays off, because you are sculpting the whole character step by step, and each strokes gives that form of reality. So this is so beautiful to watch. Now I will move to render the hair, and first of all I will use a light tone to draw the highlights, the strokes of the highlights, and that's also important. And you can also do it after adding shadows, but here I am doing first, just to draw the shadows inside of the highlights. Like it will give a effect that your shadows part is coming from the highlights, so that creates a 3D effect. So I'm trying this, but you can do the vice versa. Okay, like here you can see I am adding the shadows after adding highlights, so that's completely natural, that's completely free, and you can do whatever you want to do. In this process, I would say explore as much as you can and observe the other artists, how they are doing, how they are putting the strokes, and observe their style, so that you can get an idea how to do it, and then you explore and then you can find your own style. So here you can see now I am adding a few more details, like in her eyes I am adding eyelashes, and some more highlights I will add in the eyeballs and in the lips. After that my sketch is almost done, like my character is almost done, and after that I will add the background. And honestly this process is also takes a little more time, because these details are so tiny and you need patience to do it, because you have to redo a lot, because you need to change the strokes again and again to get the perfect stroke lines, because that makes your drawing look so clean and gives a flawless effect to your drawing. Basically the idea is to create some rough sketch. After that you can draw as much as you can. So if you want to be a messy artist, then draw some messy lines, but that need to be meaningful. But keep in mind you need not to rush, and that's it. So that's how you render the whole character, including rendering skin, rendering hair and her clothes. So now that the character is almost done, and after that it's time to create her world, the background. So for that we will create a new layer, and in that layer we will draw the background. So for that I'm starting with a soft sky blue gradient, light at the bottom, slightly deeper at the top, and it instantly sets a peaceful tone the emotion. So if this made you feel calm or inspired, don't forget to leave a like and share your thoughts below. See you in the next one. Till then, bye.